Bonjour. Ça va? Eh? Bouge-toi, bouge, bouge-toi. Oh, comment je peux t'aider? Ou, votre aide? Votre aide? Oh, tu es stress. Okay. D'accord. Okay. So, grandparents. We love our grandparents, of course, always. They usually are really nice, really loving. But my goodness, can they give the adults a hard time, to say the least. Grandparents are better when we're kids, I think, potentially. Anyhow, that's not what this is about. What this little talk is about is how your relationship with the grandparents in the family that you are au pairing for can potentially be. You can have a fantastic relationship with your host family, with the kids and the parents, and you can love each other to pieces and just actually be like your, family. And then when the grandparents get involved, it can either go that way. I'm not saying it can't go that way, because it definitely can. But when it goes south, it is not a great feeling. So what to do in those cases? It's a difficult thing to answer. It's a difficult question. I don't think I get on very well with my kids' grandparents and grandmother, specifically one grandmother. The other grandparents are really chill and they're okay, but this grandmother, she's always acting as if I'm some kind of burden. She can never understand me, even though everyone else understands me when I try to speak in French. I just, gotta ask me to repeat a bunch of times. It's not hard, but she ignores me when I say something, and she says that I create problems for her and I give her stress, apparently. Which is not a great feeling. I don't want to do that to anybody. I don't want to create stress when I'm just trying to help out. That's not my intention. I'm here to help, not to stress others out, and that's why I ask, hey, how can I help? But yeah, so how to navigate those kind of situations. Honestly, first and foremost, what you do is talk to your host parents. And just be like very flat out, say, hey, I'm sorry that this is happening, and it needs to be brought up, though. I am not comfortable, or I'm having trouble with the grandparent for this and that reason. Usually they'll be able to sort it out and just kind of what's the word? Calm the situation, I suppose. Mediate. That's the one. They'll be able to mediate well. And either they'll be able to work out a solution where they talk to the grandparent and just explain situations, or they'll at least reassure you that it's not your fault, or it's not your problem, or you're not the problem, etc., etc., etc. They'll be able to at least reassure you of that. They should do. If you're not having a relationship with the host parents in which you feel comfortable to do that, get out. That is not a family that you should be in then, because you need to be able to feel comfortable and you can speak to your host family about these kinds of problems, because they care about you, and you care about them and you want a good relationship. So it's just, it's normal. So first and foremost, talk to your host parents. Secondly, you could speak directly with a grandparent if they can understand you or want to be patient with your level of the language, whatever language that is, whether it's French, because you're in France as an au pair, or whether you're in Spain or Germany or China, wherever. You can be an au pair anywhere. Oh, that rhymes. Oh, fun. But yeah, so that's another step you could always take, is just directly talk to a grandparent. I just have not had very positive interactions with that. I generally, I feel like there needs to be somebody to mediate, somebody that knows the grandparent really, really well, and knows you well too, so they can help. What else? Honestly, I think that's what it is. It's just mainly communication and just being able to confirm that. Otherwise, just know that you're not always going to be there. You are an au pair for a limited amount of time. You're in a place for a limited amount of time, and you might as well just enjoy what you have for the time that you have, and forget your worries about this grandparent or whatever family member it is that you're having issues with. Because that's, especially if you're having a good relationship with the family, they don't matter really. It's the family that matters. Like, I'm not saying that they don't matter. If you get into like a big fight or something like that, then clearly something was up. But I'm just saying, if there is like a little altercation, if they're just saying things or ignoring you or something like that, don't let it get into your head. It's easy to say, hard to do. I know from experience. But really just concentrate on enjoying your time here, because it is finite, it is limited, and you're in a miraculous place. You're in a miraculous situation. Like, obviously, if they're, abusing you, then that's not okay. That's something that needs to be brought to the authorities, really. But that's another subject, really. Yeah. As far as like outward, extended family members of your host family. Try to just let what they say breeze off the back of your shoulder, essentially. Because what's important is that you get on with your host family, and that they get on with you, and that you're enjoying your time. And yeah, I'm going to admit that making this video, honestly, is a little bit therapeutic for me, because yes, I have had this interaction, and I had it fairly recently. So I'm making this video to kind of just like vent, I guess. And hey, that might be another outlet, source thing to do if these kind of things happen. If you've gone through all the options, if you've talked to your host family, and you've talked to the grandparent as well, and even if you haven't talked to the grandparent, like if you've at least talked to the host family and you've been reassured, but you're still feeling like, like I woke up this morning feeling then vent about it online. Unless that grandparent has access to your social platforms, and that probably isn't the best idea, but I can't imagine that being a situation, yeah. Venting on YouTube is always a solid shout. In English, a language that they might not know, etc. Yeah. So yes, that's what this video is for. It's for me. It's not for anything. No, it's for, like, I want I want it to be known to potential future and present au pairs that that's a potential occurrence. I really hope it's not for the majority of people. But I'm well aware that you're not always going to get on with others. You're not always going to get on with the family members. You're not always going to get on with the extended family members at that. But such is life, I suppose. As sucky as it is sometimes. Especially when you're a people pleaser like me. It sucks a lot to know that there's somebody out there thinking that I'm not doing my best or that they just don't like me. But that's okay, because she's not going to be a part of my life for much longer. So, c'est la vie. Yeah, I think that's where I'm going to end this video. Enjoy your time in your day, in your life, as an au pair, as not an au pair, however you spend it. Have a wonderful day.